Hi, I'm Heather Harder, and I'm the author of Many Were Called, Few Were Chosen, the story of Mother Earth and the Earth-based volunteers. We're here talking about some of the issues that impact lightworkers today and some of the things that I think are important for lightworkers to understand as they move into full activization of their role as lightworkers. With me today is Sarah, so would you like to say a few words, Sarah?
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. And I am a light worker. I actually just finished reading Heather's book, Many Were Called, Few Were Chosen, and had a bundle of questions for her. So we're going to get started on those today. And one thing that came up for me a lot during the book was this idea of memory. And why was our memory wiped when we chose to incarnate as human beings on planet Earth?
Um, and that's a great question because it is kind of difficult to understand. If you were in graduate school and you've gone through all the lessons that you've learned through the various public school experiences and an undergraduate, and then you're in graduate school learning these things, and suddenly you found yourself in kindergarten again, it would be very hard to relate to those people in kindergarten. Not that they're better or worse, but because you have already evolved much farther than the lessons they're learning. So when light workers came back to this planet, it wasn't to support their own learning per se, it was really to help the planet evolve and help humanity evolve in their thinking, in their consciousness. And so in order to relate to the population, it was imperative that your memory be wiped so that you came in like every other human being and sort of finding your way through your own experiences. Life on Earth is like no other planet. It is the only place where we come and create our own world, our own life by the thoughts that we think. And so, if we had all this prior knowledge, it would impact our experience on the planet. And so, by not having a clear memory of what went on in prior existences or in other existences, then we start from scratch and we can look at this lifetime experience being a single one shot deal. Um, Also, what happens in the life experience, if you when you awaken, we talk about the awakening, the awareness that you're a light worker. If people even awaken to the truth of who they are too quickly, we find there's a lot more suicides involved because off planet in other existences, we are one with the divine. We are one with God. And that is absolutely an amazing experience. When we came into this planet, we had to separate from our core essence. We separated from that divine, which is one of the reasons why we're always seeking for that union again, that oneness. And if you awaken to the knowledge without having the skill set to plug into that oneness with the divine, it can be really, really hard. You get homesick. And so many light workers literally commit suicide in various ways so they can be one with the divine again. Once you recognize you're here for a purpose, and I recognize that there are choices in the universe, but I'm here for a purpose, and you get really committed to your purpose, then your memories can come back faster and better because you're not at risk of ending this life on earth as quickly. But the creating the blank slate was really what made it easier for you to connect and develop compassion for humanity. You know, when you go through your ups and downs of your life, like everybody else does, it makes you understand how it feels and how disquieting it is. If you knew that it was just a game and no big deal, it would be very hard to relate to other people and have the compassion for them and their experiences.
Hmm. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
We'll be back with more questions. Stay tuned.